President Trump today having none of it, calling out Susan Rice, tweeting this, quote, Susan Rice, the former national security advisor to President Obama, is refusing to testify before a Senate subcommittee next week on allegations of unmasking Trump transition officials. Not good. Sources last month told Fox News Rice requested to unmask Trump transition officials. And joining us now to discuss Rice's refusal to testify, as well as, James Comey, the FBI director, back explaining himself to Congress. Christian Adams, former U.S. Department of Justice attorney serving under both Presidents Bush and Obama. Chris, great to have you with us. Let's start with Susan Rice. What in the world? Are we ever going to know what this woman was up to?
Well, you're not going to get the truth from her because she's sort of the designated liar. She'll say anything, Lou. Remember, she went on TV after Benghazi and threw that lie out there as to why that attack happened. Rice engaged in some of the most egregious conduct possible. Think about this, Lou. They took intelligence information from intelligence agencies. They identified the person, the U.S. citizen, Mike Flynn, General Flynn, who had conversations. They disseminated that intel across the government, and then it got leaked. Those are the tactics of a police state. That's what they would do in places like East Germany to target political opponents. They hated Mike Flynn because he wanted to undo the Iran deal. And so they targeted Flynn, they killed Flynn off, all through the use of intelligence information.
And got away with it. To this point, at least, we know that the unmasking activities were not random nor accidental, that in point of fact, they were rising, well, not geometrically, but arithmetically, over the course of the last 3 to 4 years of the administration. What began as modest unmasking of American citizens became a whirlwind of activity and a canvas in the tens of thousands by the Obama administration, without comment, without objection, and without the knowledge of the American people.
Well, that's right, and that's why Congress really needs to get to the bottom of it. This is a dire threat to what America is. You can't use foreign intelligence agencies to monitor your political opponents and then use that information against them. That's what Susan Rice was involved with. That's what other Obama administration officials did.
I want everybody, if they will, listening to our voices, to think back to the national left-wing media and the firestorm that ensued when President Trump said that his White House, his officials were being, quote-unquote, wiretapped, those were his quotes around it, surveilled by the Obama administration. And here we are, and we had no idea. No one imagined the degree to which the Obama administration had simply invaded the privacy, broken the law, and surveilled tens of thousands of American citizens whom they then unmasked. It's extraordinary. I want to ask you very quickly, Director James Comey, what in the world are we doing here? This is before an oversight committee. He says to Chuck Grassley, Senator Grassley, the chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee, that he simply can't justify the fact that he can give information to a private citizen that he refuses to give to the committee or to the chairman of the Judiciary Committee. What is wrong with this man?
Well, look, Comey is the whipping boy for senators like Feinstein also. And Comey did not cost Hillary the election. What cost Hillary the election was her serial dishonesty. Comey was reporting to Congress that the status of an investigation was changed. That's all he did. Now, he's like a weather vane, I'll grant you that, Lou, but he was doing his job, and I think if he hadn't done what he did last fall, he would have been criticized either way.
Yeah, and I frankly don't care whether he is criticized. What I care about is whether or not he obeys the law, exercises good judgment, and I happen to agree with Senator Grassley, who, like me, I'm sure finds it passing strange that Dianne Feinstein is worried about his more recent activities than she obviously is about the fact that the CIA and the intelligence community were surveilling this Senate Intelligence Committee, for crying out loud. The absurdities compound themselves when it comes to our intelligence community right now and our, of course, Democrats in the U.S. Senate. Christian Adams, great to have you here.
Thanks, Lou.
What a time. What a time.